Hey there, history buffs, ready to have your mind blown by some crazy historical facts? Let's dive right in. We think about history as all dates and battles and like really important dudes with impressive facial hair, and sure, that's part of it, but history is also full of these weird, hilarious, and just plain unbelievable stories. These are the stories they don't always put in the textbooks, so buckle up, because today we're diving into the strange, the surprising, and the downright bizarre side of history. Alright, let's kick things off with Pope Gregory IX. Now, this was back in the 1200s, a time of knights and castles and apparently some serious misunderstandings about cats. You see, Gregory IX was convinced that black cats were like agents of the devil. I mean, I get it, black cats, Halloween spooky vibes. But declaring war on an entire species of animal seems a bit extreme, even for a pope. But Gregory IX wasn't messing around. He issued a papal bull, basically a decree from the big cat, or big guy upstairs, that black cats were demonic. And what happened next? Well, people across Europe went a little, shall we say, overboard. They started killing cats, especially black ones, and it gets worse. Because without cats around to do their whole, pest control thing, rats. Everywhere. And what did those rats carry? Fleas. And what did those fleas carry? The bubonic plague. That's right, folks. The Black Death, one of the deadliest pandemics in human history, can be partly blamed on a pope's vendetta against cats. Moral of the story, don't mess with cats. Next up, we've got Napoleon Bonaparte, arguably one of the greatest military minds in history. This is the guy who conquered most of Europe, stared down empires, and basically wrote the book on military strategy. But there's one battle Napoleon famously lost to a bunch of bunnies. Picture this. Napoleon, fresh off a major victory, decides to celebrate with a nice, relaxing rabbit hunt. His men, eager to please their fearless leader, rounded up hundreds, and I mean hundreds of rabbits. But there was one small miscalculation. These weren't exactly wild, ferocious rabbits. They were tame rabbits, used to being around people. So, when the hunting party arrived, expecting a thrilling chase, the rabbits didn't run away. Instead, they did what tame rabbits do. They hopped towards the humans, expecting snacks. Napoleon, the mighty conqueror, found himself completely swarmed by a horde of fluffy, adorable chaos. Chapter 3. Now, let's fast forward a few centuries to the United States and talk about a president known for his toughness and colorful language, Andrew Jackson. Old Hickory, as he was called, was a no-nonsense kind of guy. And apparently his vocabulary rubbed off on his pet parrot. Yes, you heard that right. The President of the United States had a parrot. And this wasn't just any parrot, this was a parrot who had learned to swear like a sailor. And when I say swear, I mean, like words you wouldn't even repeat in front of your grandma. So, when the time came for Jackson's funeral, a somber and dignified affair, you can imagine the surprise when, in the middle of the eulogy, the parrot decided to make its presence known. This bird let loose with a stream of profanity so loud, so vulgar, that it shocked even the most hardened attendees. Chapter 4. Okay, get ready for your mind to be officially blown because this last one is a real head trip. We're talking about Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, the queen who seduced Mark Antony, the icon wrapped up in mystery and intrigue. Now, when we think of Cleopatra, we think of pyramids and hieroglyphics, right? Ancient history. But here's the thing. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the invention of the iPhone than she did to the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Let that sink in for a second. Cleopatra died in 30 BC. The Great Pyramid was built around 2500 BC. That means those pyramids were already over 2,000 years old when Cleopatra was ruling Egypt. To put it another way, Cleopatra's relationship to the pyramids is kind of like our relationship to, say, medieval castles. They were ancient history to her. Outro, and there you have it. 4 mind-blowing historical facts that show just how strange and fascinating our past can be. From papal catastrophes to bunny blitzing emperors, history is never short on surprises. So the next time you're feeling like history is boring, remember those swearing parrots and iPhone-era pharaohs? There's always a weirder, wilder side to discover. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing content. See you next time.